Karibu sana to an episode of Laf Lyf. I know it's been 5 years since we sat down with anyone from the comedy scene. My last Laf Lyf episode was at Nairobi International Comedy Festival where, Justine,
Yes.
did we even talk?
I don't remember any conversations we had, but I
Uh-huh.
think... No, we did talk.
Uh-huh.
But I felt like ulikuwa unanisumbua. I was panicked.
Let me introduce my guest for today is one of my closest friends in comedy. She's done, I think, comedy in most countries, I think, than any comedian I know, here locally at least.
Yes.
She's wonderful. She's a writer. She's a producer. She's a director. She's a superb comedian. Justine Wanda.
Hey, thank you for having me.
How are you feeling today?
Mazadi umerudisha Laf Lyf. This is good.
Sindio?
This is really good.
Yeah, and of course you had to be my first guest.
Check it with me.
How's life, Tonzi Apple?
Bro. Tusiongelele life. But it's not that bad, but it's a little concerning how I feel like a lot of comedians are working really, really hard, but most of us are kind of ending up in the same place. I think,
We're lower better.
see what you know. But I think life-wise, it's very... I can't complain. It's been a very tough journey, but very kind. Yeah, like I've met more people. I've been to more places where people really, really want to see comedy work. And I think that's giving me a lot of hope. Yeah.
So what projects are you involved with now that you can talk about and that, okay, let's say in the last 2 years, some exciting projects you've been part of?
Okay, I don't remember anything from the last 2 years. Nakumbuka tu maandamano tukijaribu kutoka for last year. But a lot of the projects last year, even when maandamano was going on, we were working on this show called Tuki, which is like a young adult series. It's on YouTube. You can check it out. It's I think it was one of my favorite projects to write because we were nominated for Africa Magic Viewers Choice Awards.
All right, so we are working with some new equipment. Sorry, just about that. But yeah, congratulations, Tuki. Nominated for?
Africa Magic Viewers Choice Awards for writing. We didn't win. Tulishindwa, I think, na makosa ni yangu. Ya kina Philip TV, if I'm not wrong.
But sijali, makosa ni yao.
Makosa ni yao, but like,
you're supposed to win that
was
time.
yeah. But like, it was one of my favorite projects to work on because most of the times we don't get coming of age stories for a lot of African kids. So it was really fun for me to write. It was the writer's room had some of my favorite people.
Mention a few.
It had Mercy Mutisia. She's an incredible writer. She wrote Untying.
Kantai.
Yeah, Untying Kantai.
I love that show.
Yes. So she was, I think, a co-writer on that, and she was our lead writer. She was our head writer. Freaking amazing. And then we also wrote it with Munene Marania.
Big up Munene.
Munene is amazing.
He was supposed to be here.
And Saumu Kombo, who's like done proper stage performance. She's like a really, really good writer. And Ted Munene also.
Dope. Okay.
Yeah. Like for a lot of us, that was like our first writer's room. So we did like a crash course and the writing at the same time.
And there was freedom for, in whatever level of writing your art, you feel comfortable and to be in that writer's room.
Yes. I think a lot of the times writers who I meet who work in the industry are like, we're given like such a squash time period to come up with something really, really amazing, and you don't feel like they care about the process.
Yeah.
But for this particular show, we had a person who helped us, who has worked on soap operas, who's worked on stage plays, someone who's like a proper writer to like walk us through the process of like what writing and character development and all, and that's stuff that I really, really wanted to know. So coming in, even if you're a novice, you're like being given the knowledge of like how to craft a character. But also the trick was like make the characters someone you know. And also the representation that is definitely missing on Kenyan TV. So one of the characters is like a science geek, but not like in the traditional sense. Like sometimes when we think of science, we're not thinking of like what an everyday person would look like if they were a scientist. We had like a sciencey character. We had like a sports character, because one of the characters, we wanted to show women in sports, which is like a thing I actually really, really, really love. I'm obsessed with women in sports because it's tough. I don't know
Yeah.
how athletes are doing it when GOK is not paying them, but it's we got a chance to write like a sciencey character, a sporty character, and not make them stereotypes. And then we had like a girl who's like very free, but also that was not her entire personality. Like she had so much of her. And then we had like a proper Ushago girl, but also not making her a stereotype. So that to me was like a good challenge because I wanted to write a character that I would see myself in, or like someone who I know would see themselves in.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. And how's the reception being for this show
And
for
then in the
2K?
comment section, people absolutely love it. And also because it's watched in like different countries, so some of the comments are in different languages, which I'm hoping is a good thing. Maybe
Yeah.
Tunatukano, I wouldn't know. But a lot of people really, like the reception has been really nice. It's like, when is season 2 coming out? What is going to happen with this character? People got really invested. But yeah, it was very support. Like the support was really, really good. I really wish there was a way to like make the series go viral again and again and again so more people can watch it.
So you only did one season.
Yes,
How
only
many
one season.
episodes?
I think there are 12 episodes, if I'm not wrong.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And talk to us about like you, because when I met you, you were, of course, we're almost doing stand-up comedy.
Yes.
But I remember even from like year 2, I always knew your dream was to like write for whatever SNL, write for TV, write movies.
Yes.
How did you branch off into writing? Like, what was the first opportunity, and how are you able to balance the two? Do you sometimes feel like because you stand up, if it's your first love, it's always at the back of your mind. So how are you able to balance that and not feel rusty?
I think the good thing with stand up, it's a writer's journey. Like you can't do stand up if you're not a writer. So I write so much. Like I write a lot. I have so much nonsense piled up in books. But when it comes to writing for TV, you cannot write all characters the same. So there's like the curiosity that's built in stand up where it's like, how do I make this joke good? It transfers again to writing for TV. It transfers to writing for even just like for the journalist job where people believe I'm a journalist when I'm literally a satirist. But because of how the news has such a big disconnect, it's like, how do you storytell from the perspective of the audience? So whenever I'm writing, it's like, how would I tell this story? What's the most authentic voice I can give to this? Even if it's not my lived experience, like how do I mirror that? So, and I think also with stand-up, we have the opportunities to where I like this joke you do about you following like a homeless person, asking them to beg you for money. You get like, that's not their
That's not my
perspective.
joke.
Wait, that's not your joke?
Yeah.
That's your joke.
I don't think I have a joke like that.
You have a joke like
Yeah.
Aware
I love Justine
Chanchezo.
as a friend. She knows all my bits.
Oh my god.
I don't think that's my joke.
That's not your joke.
No. But go ahead.
Okay, George. Okay, let me give another example. There's a joke you have also, like when you're in Coast, right? And you meet this you
Cop.
met like a cop.
Yeah.
And the cop is like from Kasarani.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Them freaking out is probably not a thing that would happen, but it's a perspective that you're able to like mirror to the audience where they can connect immediately with like, oh, okay, so there's this disconnect, and then it gels well into a nice misdirection. So if you're able to write from a perspective that you absolutely, it's like you're conjuring up a situation sometimes, even if it's inspired by real life, but you kind of have to make that leap. So I think of writing for stand-up the same way I think of writing for TV. Like, how do I gel perspectives that are not common, but also make them really good and like something that someone would be excited to see? Yeah.
But see, writing for stand-up, at least you have the opportunity to rework the material again and again, right? By going to open mics, and then this doesn't work, you re-edit and edit.
Yeah.
But for movies and for screenwriting, how do you know whether, like it's up until they cast and they shoot it, you really can't tell if this scene will work, if the dialogue fits. There's no measure until it's out. So how do you compromise with that?
So the beauty of Tuki, we were not just in the writer's room, and then after the writer's room, it was like goodbye. When we were in the writer's room, we didn't know we would get to meet the people playing the characters. Then we went to the reading, like the character reading
table
and
read.
the table read. And it was one of the most rewarding experiences because we were just like, we have words on the page. We don't want you to remove the context, but we want you to make it natural. So I think when you're writing, you have something that you're holding on to. But when there's a table read, you also don't want the characters to be decimated. Like, you don't want them to be destroyed. So you have to trust that those people who are reading the script have understood where you're coming from and they're willing to embody that. The good thing of being at the table read is like you get to hear what they're missing. But for this particular one, we literally didn't have a problem. There's a guy who did I think one of the I don't remember the name of the characters, but like the guy's name is Sam. I think he's one of the best character embodiments we've ever seen, and it was like at the table read. The
Like when
delivery
you
on
start
screen is
getting
crazy.
laughs on
Yes.
reactions at the table.
Yes, and
Yeah.
it was just like, it's like he wasn't missing a beat. He was gelling like Kijaluo with
like
is it Kijaluo or
improving.
Kikisi? Yeah.
Uh,
Improving, like, because they'd read the scripts, but like when you're doing it, like, because we were telling them, please try and make it as personable
bring
as
yourself
possible.
into the character.
We were sitting there and we were like, did we, this
Did
is
I write
crazy.
this?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it almost felt like he was walking us through the perspective of that character, but he'd like embodied our writing in the read. Like it felt so natural.
What character is this, you say?
The name of the actor is Sam.
Oh, the name
Sam
of the
Alcons,
actor.
yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
The character.
I'm forgetting the name of the character.
We'll
I
just go.
apologize, but like it's, and one the most important part for us when we were writing these particular characters, like, make sure we don't do that thing where we just crush men who are down. It's like, what's their story too?
Yeah.
You get like the whole disappearing because you broke up with a girl. No, we were like, no, what's going on with that guy? Okay. How did it get to that point? How is he navigating a heartbreak? So that was really important for us. Yeah.
But you still haven't answered how you're able to balance, like personally, not just on 2K. Like there's writing now that you're getting gigs, and there's stand-up that you're also getting gigs. Yeah.
So how I do balance that is I try... Wait, what was your question? How do I balance writing for stand-up and writing?
Yeah, writing gigs and stand-up.
First of all, it's not easy, but one of the things that I try and do is like schedule days of the week where I am completely writing for stand-up. I'm writing for my own show, Feko with Justine, or I'm writing for a gig that's outside of me. So there's not a time when I'm not writing. If I have an idea in the middle of the night, that's when I'll write it. If I don't have anything and I feel like the idea is going to die, it is what it is. But it's almost like the more you develop a culture of writing, the more you write, the better, the easier it gets to balance, no matter how many gigs are going on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it just comes with experience.
Yes. Also, outalala. Hey, outalala. Yeah.
Remember there's a time, were you sick from stress, Justine Juicy? That's great. There's no way I'd fall ill from work.
What?
Ever?
Like ever?
I don't think I have. Okay, maybe when we're shooting late night, but that's in a week. Where like you were just going and going for months and months.
Okay, so two things happened in that situation. A little earlier, I was getting proper burnout from like doing too much, but also I just told myself, like it's not that bad. Like unajua umefika mwisho, but uko like sijadedi.
Na deny.
Yeah. But then it's like your brain starts to shut down because you can't continue working from a point of stress because you have too many gigs. You have like random deadlines because with writing web unajua like
and volume.
nothing. Sometimes it's like you have so much work and then no work.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have so much work and it's back to back to back to back. So I was just like, if I keep going, I'll burn out, but then I'll get through the burnout by going.
Yeah, there's no going around. You just
there's no
pass
the
through
only way
it.
is through.
Yeah.
Correct you. My brain couldn't think for a while. Like I couldn't come up with ideas, and I was wondering why. So I felt like I was failing myself. I'm never gonna write stand-up again. Unajua tu hizo
Yeah.
emotions. But then the worst part of it is like a few weeks later, after thinking I can get through this, but I got pneumonia.
Just hivyo tu.
No,
Kwani
nilinyeshewa bro.
ulinyeshewa kwa nduthi ukiandika jokes.
Chucky committed to the
Kama
craft.
amefungua jacket hivyo alikuwa na baridi. Sorry about that.
No, but like it was really funny because like I am never sick. So your time I actually had to slow down because I can't do anything else. Nilikuwa bedridden. My sister took care of me. I think there's a time I thought I was dying because like nile like uko na fever alafu niko na hallucinations.
Ulikuwa na hallucinations nini?
Sijui
Unakuwa Trevor Noah.
it was not bad hallucinations, but it felt like I was in different spaces at the same time. So niki come back to myself no na realize niko kwa room yangu.
Damn.
My sister was laughing. I felt like ulikuwa unaongelesha nani? Niko like sijui.
You were talking to people? That's crazy. Andika wili yako by the way kwanza. Fake work ni mimi nachukua.
I'm leaving all my followers to...
No, you'll be here longer than any of us. But that brings me to like the mental aspect of this stand-up industry, the creative industry. Knowing that you went through that and it wasn't like, it is scary to go through that. Like now, what are you doing? What steps are you taking to make sure like because if you're not okay here,
but
it will show.
Nowadays when I'm tired, naeka simu chini. I don't open social media because social media also like gives you some kind of pressure, like you're falling behind. I try as much as possible not to listen to the voices in my head that are telling me I have to be working on something. I would say I'm learning to meditate, but that's a lie. I just listen to a lot of music that's very...
Calm.
Like a lot of jazz, a lot of like stuff that doesn't have lyrics to it, so that I'm not thinking mse alikuwa anaongea nini. Like
now you're pissed at someone else's lyrics.
Yes, like the less the thoughts in the music, the better it is for me. I feel like I'm enjoying being alone with my thoughts more. It's like I don't have to fight or like engage with every single thought. So, and pia naomba, bro. Like I try as much as possible to pray and not like pray, oh, I want to get out of this space. It's like, no, I'm just grateful that I made it through today. Yeah. Those kinds of things.
Yeah. In stand-up.
Na ulale by the...
Kulala.
When you're tired, like when you sleep, your brain literally resets. Sometimes you just need to sleep. So I sleep as much as I can. I try and pray as much as I can. I meditate-ish by listening to music. And I also watch other things that are not comedy related. Because whenever you watch comedy as a comedian, you're like, hii joke ningekataga hapa. Like you're not even watching the thing anymore. Yeah. So I watch a lot of drama, a lot of horror. I go see movies.
But umecheki kuna show kali inaitwa, have you watched Tuki?
Sometimes.
Sorry, nature, trees.
Yeah, like just be outside of the hamster wheel. Inasaidia kabisa.
Okay.
It sounds very cliche, but you have to like actively remove yourself from your patterns.
Also diet yako, I've had comedians complain kina na Justine mahali ukuwe na nini.
But that
diet yako.
But that is not... Hiyo nilizaliwa hivi. It has nothing to do... Like the older I'm growing, the
what
more
can't you eat?
body... Okay, I can't have milk, red meat. Sometimes I can't have chapos. I can't have like anything with wheat.
Chapo.
Yeah, I used to love chapo. It used to be my entire personality at some point, but nowadays I can't eat chapo. Like body yangu inakataa wheat. So I can't eat bread. Yani, like saka I can't eat...
I think you should have been born white. You have lactose intolerance.
Yeah, but like 2 of my other siblings have it, but they just like power through it and then they have diarrhea, which is crazy because I'm like, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
But I try to like not make that stop me. It's just that it has implications. Yeah, so I try to be responsible when I'm on the road. I know people can't take care of me in that capacity, so that's why my diet is like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mikurumia. Sometimes like we are with Justine, we're going for a show, a couple of comedians in Nakuru, see what it call like nyama, tuneka nyama, ugali, and then Justine's just looking at us like, oh, Justine doesn't eat red meat. Okay.
But like sometimes I do eat it. It has a reaction.
Yeah.
I suffer the consequences, but nowadays I'm trying to be more responsible. Like kuna times when I'm like, fuck it. But yeah, it's not advisable. Yeah.
Joburg, South Africa.
Yeah.
How was it? You've done consummation South Africa, Ghana, Zim, Uganda, TZ? Which one else have I forgotten?
I think
Kenya.
Kenya's in your home.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I was supposed to go to Zambia, but your plan really fall through.
So
I'm also trying to go to Namibia because I know someone there.
Okay. South Africa is where you were supposed to. I'll let you tell the story.
Tafadhali to revisit. But I think is it 2023? This is when it happened. In 2023, I was supposed to do Johannesburg International Comedy Festival. I'm psyched. My name is in the newspapers. I'm going viral on Facebook. Do you know going viral?
Facebook.
No, going viral on Facebook is a whole different ballgame.
Different.
Those people are tribalists and they're fighting with AI memes of Jesus. Like those people are deep in the trenches of
just
slop.
forwarding my messages zingine haziko.
Bruh. So like I was
everything paid for.
Everything. Like I was just like I leave my house, get on the plane, get there, do comedy, sleep in some fancy hotel, come back. That was supposed to be the plan. But the caveat was like I wasn't going from Nairobi to Joburg. I was going from Nairobi to Accra to Joburg.
Connecting.
Yes. So I was going to Accra for some work. And then your work ikisha, niende Joburg. Mi niko Accra, kwenye yangu ya kutoka imefika. Nimeenda tumezurura kidogo, did a little bit of shopping for my sister. I go to the hotel, pick up my things, head out to the airport. It's around 5:30
p.m.
I know I have 2 hours. The airport is like 20 minutes away. I get to the counter, the check-in counter. There's no one kwa your check-in counter. I'm like, okay, maybe they're late. So I go ask one of the guards, the people who work there. It's like, oh, they closed Kitambo. They closed at around 5.
Ameenda kukula jollof.
Nah, nigga, wameenda home.
5 on the
5
door. Airport. Kwa siri. Kwani kuna shift ingine inaingia?
Hiyo airport inaitwa Kotoka. Huyo mse alienda.
Sasa alitoka ukweli.
Alitoka kweli. So mi niko hapo nashanga, okay, what do I do? The next plan of action is like, don't freak out, because one of the managers I used to have, like at a job I used to have, before you freak out kabisa, try and make sure you've tried every single possible solution. So I stand there, I ask. There's a bunch of other people who are also like
for the same flight.
check in, for the same flight.
Okay.
All of them locked out. All of them. It was like about 20 people or something. Wanashanga like imefungwa aje 2 hours before the flight. Tukiangalia kwa nini, it literally says check-in closes 1 hour before the flight. 1 hour. So tulifungiwa 2 hours now, we don't know what to do. Nilienda, I think, I was trying to see if there's a transfer from Nigeria to Nairobi, or a transfer from like directly to Nairobi, or get like a direct South African Airways flight. South African Airways don't fly on specific days from Ghana. That was my first stop. Wamefunga. No one is at the counter. No one can help me. I go to Kenya Airways to see if I come back home, I can go to South Africa, because huku ni hub, tutaenda AC. Naenda Kenya Airways, oh, the last ticket we just sold. Niko nika. Niekeni uko na
nibebeni uko juu.
Niko nasema mnifungie tu hapo tu, like chini tu na cargo, like I'll be good.
Say all this time unaenda na luggage yako kwa airport ukizunguka
KQ. Everywhere I'm asking. Kumbuka nimesha check out kwa hoteli, so I can't go back there. I'm asking anyone, like, does anyone know a flight? Maze karibu nipande Qatar Airways niende Qatar ndo niende South Africa. Like that's how bad it was. Wananiambia, we can't help you. Sijui, some of these flights might not actually go on the same days. Nini niko bro. I don't want to risk. Junaweza ndani kizunguka lafu, nothing ends up happening. So what the best part about like this entire situation is it wasn't just me. It was a bunch of people. So I didn't feel really guilty. But ilibidi nilale airport, bro.
But you see, well, how Andy Joburg Fest.
Ndo
Wanakungoja
nasema.
huko, yeah.
So mi naangalia tu time. Cause naangalia time naangalia time in Accra na ninaangalia time in Joburg. Juu hivyo ndo nilikuwa nimeset phone yangu. Naona tu window ya towards the show ikiclose.
Alright, next on stage is Justine Wanda. Give it up all the way from Accra, Ghana. Zeta Japan and ndege.
Hata siko. Alafu unakumbuka, I had to tell Eugene, ishi timekata. I had to tell him. Who
was one of the facilitator for you to go?
Because like kwa hiyo nini yote, because they were watching like a bunch of different comics, nini wakasema, okay, we're gonna give Justine akona momentum poa, nini. Justine, there's nothing you can do, there's nothing I can do. Have you checked this one? I've checked this one. I didn't know my brother because my brother works for one of the airlines. I was like, can I really I can't get out kabisa, kaniambia. Hii itabidi tu hii imeenda hii. So the next day I thought there's going to be like an earlier flight. Like even if I sleep at the airport, I can get something at like 5 or 6 that goes there. Jukama ningetuka mapema hivyo, I will still have made it.
Oh.
Akuna.
Oh, it was happening the next day now. Okay.
Nothing. So hiyo siku ya flight, the flight that was leaving to South Africa was leaving in the afternoon. So nikifika, show itakuwa imeisha anyway. Like nitafika kama inaenda to the next day. Like siku ya show ndo siku yenye nilala kwa airport.
Damn, Maze, now what's going through your mind, Maze? You can cry.
I think I cried. In a panic, I called my sister. My sister started praying, which was really funny because like when she was praying, I was like, now who is this supposed to help? Like I was angry. Yeah, I was angry because it was not like an actionable thing where you get to do something after the fact. But she was telling me like, you just need to calm down. But my best friend, I was on a call with my best friend, and I think she was the best person to be in that situation with, because she was like, stop freaking out, but still go. Just like buy a ticket and go. Regardless of whatever happens, I'm sure you're going to meet comics who understand the situation. You're going to network. These people are going to love you enough to want to have you back, even if it's not now, at some point. And that's what I did. So when like
before
South Africa,
Nini, aren't the tickets a bit expensive, especially if you're booking them just now? And
yes, I spent at least 154,000.
That you weren't planning on.
That was like my saving, because like I was like, I'm gonna save up enough money and then start touring vizuri. I came back in such a hole. Wow. I was like, that was all the money I had. Like I had Doug's debt, nikitokoko, like every single possible thing that you can imagine to go wrong went wrong. But when I got there, every comic was absolutely lovely. They were like, don't worry, this happens. We got you. We're going to a party. We went to like some random South African party to Kabash. The next day they were telling us, you want to come to Cape Town with us? We're going to drive down there. And I was like, okay, I don't have enough money for me to go to a different city. But it was really, really nice hanging out with you guys. So we hung out not just like at night, but like in the morning before and mid-morning before everyone left. And then now, the next day when I was supposed to travel back, naenda na call Ethiopian Airlines to make sure that they have my ticket on. So we are sorry, but return ticket haiwaki hivyo kama you didn't use the going flight.
Serious?
So I had to leave the Airbnb early to go and beg Ethiopian Airlines. I had to pay like an extra 25K for them to keep my ticket. I was so broke. Like,
and you're not traveling to make that money back, Maze.
No, because I didn't do the first, which means I'm not getting paid.
Yeah.
I don't have extra money, which means I'm actually going to go back home with more debt. And also, I just can't believe this is happening. I was very heartbroken.
The mental.
I was in a state where don't internalize anything until you're in a space where you can break down.
Yes.
Because I don't want to break down on the plane. I don't want to break down in front of people I don't know. Like everywhere I was going, I was just like, I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm having fun. These people are nice. Like it
You're
was like a crisis.
yourself,
Yeah. But in South Africa, I met these two lovely ladies who, like the day we were going out, one of them happened to be KG's sister.
Grams.
Yeah. You know KG?
Yeah.
KG, yeah. One of them was KG's sister. We went out. We had so much fun. Like her name is Amo. We are still friends at DSI.
KG is a very amazing South African comedian who's performed here a couple of times.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like in that moment, I think it wasn't lost on me what I had lost, but also what I had found was something even probably bigger. Like when you perform, you're just like in your head, in your head, in your head. But right now I had to be outside with everything that was falling apart. But everyone was so kind. What's his name? Ambrose and his wife. They were really, really awesome. I think his wife kind of took me through like a whole mental talk down from the cliff of depression. I was like, don't think of it as this, think of it as this and this and this. So it's like they helped me balance out my emotions. By the time we were leaving, I didn't feel as bad. But when I got here, that's when like the gravity, the inakuhi to like.
I don't know, patana comedians. Justine, how's it?
How was it performing? Nilala Airport.
Yeah. But at least you got to do some open mics down there.
Yes, I did a couple of mics there. And everyone was just like so... I think that's the time I realized like a lot of Kenyan comedians are proper writers. A lot of comedians down south are mostly performers.
Performative.
But the writing, like we can compete writing-wise like at a higher level.
That's good to know. Because you're always, that's all you're doing. You're comparing yourself to this stage and that stage.
Yeah. And also you want to be, I don't know if you have the same thing, but I want to be the best always.
Yeah.
Like when I'm not doing well, I'm like, no, lazima ni up. So that's what I was feeling. I was like, if I come back here more intentionally, I think I can do like a proper show. So then the second time I went to South Africa, I went to Cape Town. And over there they have like more mics. You can just like club hop and do like 6 mics in one night. So I did like I think 3 mics, and then I did one, and then I did one show that was like intimately organized by like some ladies I met. So I think one of them saw me at one of the mics and they were like, oh, you should come down. We're doing this show. I really liked your set. I think you should like perform it like at this other place. We have all these like really young people. So I go perform. Niliua. Nilikuwa toka stage. No, she's like...
Serious, man.
Nilikuwa like, okay.
That can make you forget everything.
Everything.
New room, new country, killing.
Yes. And it was like, it's usually the jokes where I'm like, these are jokes where it could go either way. You know, like the jokes where it like has that very thin line. Yeah, where if you lose the crowd, you're going to lose the entire set. It's not going to go well.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like...
Those ones are working.
Yeah. Damn. It was literally perfect. And I remember in that particular room, Ngatia was there, Queen Gathoni was there, Abu was there. And all these are like Kenyan comics who are like there for something else. Not Kenyan comics, Kenyan creatives who are there for something else. I asked them and they came to the mic and they were like, that was really, really awesome. I hate that when you're in Nairobi, I can't even see you perform because of how busy the schedule is. And it was like going into another country and like having your friends just see that.
Amazing.
I almost cried that day. I have those clips and I think it's one of my favorite sets that I've ever done, ever. Sometimes you're like, oh, the biggest theater shows are the ones that are going to really carry you. I think it's those moments where after like such a big L, and then something redemptive happens on another end of like in the same country.
Perfect.
It's literally, it's like a fairy tale. Like I want to go back there and like do more. Like I want to go back to Joburg and and do like better. Yeah. Me too.
Let's cut it short there. I think I'll have you back. Walk on a story. Like I just want to get comedians and creatives, stories, actors, actresses, and all that.
You should get actors in here.
Especially actors.
Yes.
I think just to know what happens behind the scenes. Like now, when people come up to comedians in the streets, mtu hata yuko kwa akili unamsalimia and then you say, ule mse hata akuagi na like he didn't even smile or say anything. Ati mse acheki, we thought you were funny on. Yeah. Comedians are going through some stuff. Zenye, can you imagine meeting you after Umelala Airport?
Bruh.
And you're still supposed to be funny.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I think the most, and this is like a show I'm also thinking of working on, is the double tragedy of perceived success, where because someone has seen you somewhere, they think you have money, you have status, you've made it, you're not like us anymore. But I am more like you than you can ever imagine. But even with even more pressure now, because people keep thinking you've broken through that ceiling. It's very scary. It's a very scary place to be. And I know like a lot of comics feel this, a lot of actors I've met feel the same way. And I'm working on a show titled the same thing, like the double tragedy of perceived success. Maybe
Exclusive on Laf Lyf, the
check it.
double tragedy
But of perceived success.
of perceived success.
But
We look forward to that.
maybe nitashorten. Maybe nitashorten jina, but like hiyo ndio premise ya hiyo show.
Okay. Hopefully watu wanawachim. Siende kuiba hiyo idea.
We msiibe idea yangu.
Yeah, but I'll definitely have you back, Maze. I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface. Yeah. And so what next? Plug some of the shows you're doing.
Oh yeah, I have 2 shows coming out. Not coming out. 2 shows where I'm performing a headliner set. One is on the 11th of September. It's called Strong Dependent Woman. Dependent with a question mark. And then I'm doing a raw and unfiltered a set that is not like fully rehearsed, but it's I'm trying to like build something.
You're working it.
Yeah, it's like
okay.
a workshopping kind of thing. But also Strong Dependent Woman is a show I was supposed to do in July, and then we had some problems with the club. But then now I'm gonna do like an even bigger theater show sometime, either towards the end of the year or earlier next year. And I have a lot of projects coming up. Please watch Fake Walk with Justine.
Great,
That's my
satirical.
proper satirical baby.
Damn, I love
Watch
that show.
Buena Spokesman live. We went on tour. We're gonna try and do more.
Shout out to Maina Monene.
Shout out to Maina Munene and Marcus too.
And Marcus
was our
Douglas,
Marcus was our producer on that particular show. And my sister was our tour manager.
Yeah.
And
I also helped out.
yes, and George Waweru.
I did not.
For shouting himself out.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything. Oh, and watch The Big Picture on Monday on African Censored YouTube. I am a co-host with Tom Muhwana. Jonathan Namu abandoned us. No, he didn't abandon us. He actually got a fellowship in Stanford, and I think he has to. Yeah, he has to do that for like I think a couple of months, but hopefully he's gonna be back soon. So towards sisi hata kama sisi sio critically acclaimed journalists.
No, you'll get there.
Yeah.
You'll get there. Laf Lyf, let me plug some of my shows too. I'm doing Mombasa, Kilifi. Damn, when is
The
that?
Heavies.
The Heavies. Yeah, we'll be at Salty's Kilifi on, man, I should be knowing this. It's next week, but one. Date 6, thank you. Thank you, producer. Date 6 to go Kilifi Salty's. And then 13th, we are doing a roast with Bashir. It's the roast of Maina Munene versus Nelly Wangeshi.
Whoa.
Friendly Fire.
Friendly Fire.
Yeah. Itakuwa hapo Mageuzi.
I absolutely love those shows.
Yeah, I'll be judging that.
What date is that?
That's 13th. Yeah, and then after that, yeah, that's the shows I have.
Oh, that's
Justine,
really awesome.
thank you
But
for...
you're doing something in October too, ama umesahau?
I think nimetoa.
Umetoa?
Yeah, I think postpone. I was supposed to do my hour there, but not yet decided.
You're taking some time with it.
Yeah.
Me, I can't wait. Me, I'll watch everything.
Asante sana. Thank you for joining us. Anyone you want to shout out?
I want to say thank you very much to everyone who supported my tour. And this is not just like for the people who worked behind the scenes. This is also for the people who showed up to the shows. Keep supporting comedy. For everyone who watches Fake Walk with Justine, oh my God, you guys have my heart. For everyone who's out in the streets in Mandamano, guy, I hope you guys are alive and keeping well because it's tough out here. Yeah, so I think it's just extended to like the family that we build with comedy and everywhere we keep going. So, yeah.
That's perfect to end off. See you next time. Adios.